My first case was a domestic violence case, and it was a 17-hour case. It was a woman and her two young sons. She did not speak English, she only spoke Spanish. It unfortunately was a strangulation case, and we had to utilize language line for all communications. The patient was also pregnant with the abusive party's child, and one of her young sons who was in the room also had medical needs, and it was time to set up safety for long term. It was determined she had to go home in order to get his medical supplies, important paperwork, because of her immigration status and her not understanding English, being afraid of the word deportation. It made it extremely difficult. So for this case specifically, it was difficult because of her fear of police, of the idea of deportation, her child. Most of her fear did not come from the abuser. It came from the system that we had to utilize in order to get her help. Domestic violence and sexual assault still aren't spoken of enough for people to not feel ashamed. There's a lot of shame in being a victim, quote unquote, when the reality is it's 1 in 6 women for sexual assault, 1 in 4 for domestic violence. It's everywhere. It's all around us. It's the majority of our friend group. It's our coworkers. It's people we pass on the street. It's so apparent with what we do, but it's still not talked about. It's still something that people don't get the help because they don't know that they should. They don't know that they are able to get help, and it's heartbreaking.